Hi everyone, I'm Asirika Costa, Software Engineer SciC. As the title suggests, I will explain how we can use ELK to improve security and control over our system. I'm sure you all are wondering what's ELK. Hold that thought. I will explain it in next slide. Technologies used, of course, Alfresco, which is enterprise-based content management software, Elasticsearch, Logstash and Kibana, which stands for ELK, which are open source softwares used to index our log files and view them in a visualized format using Kibana. OSSEC, again, a open source software which can be used for protective monitoring and intrusion detection. Agenda for today's web talk cover three main areas and how we can use ELK in them. As the first one, we will be looking into an efficient management of Alfresco audit, protective monitoring and intrusion detection, finally centralized log management. And I will be performing a demonstration on each of these areas. As the first one, we will be looking into an efficient way of viewing Alfresco audit values in Alfresco Share and how we can use ELK Stack to view those audits. As we all know, out-of-box Alfresco provide audit functionalities for several functions. But still, the existing audit is not scalable and does not provide a user-friendly way to access our audit values. And whenever we want to know about the audit values, we have to perform a database search query or follow an alternative way, which is not that much easy. Therefore, SciC Elasticsearch module will facilitate you to view your audits in a user-friendly way in Alfresco Share as well as in Kibana. Moving on to the benefits of this module, it's scalable and it runs independently. The audit queries are more fast and it does not stress on Alfresco database when querying for audit data. Okay, so let's have a look on the demonstration for better understanding. So first you should have ELK Stack configured and Alfresco up and running along with SciC Elasticsearch module. Okay, so let's navigate to Alfresco Share, demo site, document library and documents folder. So let's click on View Audit Log Document Action, which is introduced by SciC Elasticsearch module. So here you can see all the current and previous audit values for document properties. So let's change one value and see whether we can view it then and there. Okay, so I'm updating the title value as Alfresco User Guide PDF and saving it. So we'll see whether we can see it in View Audit Log. Of course, here we can have one new record with updated values. So meantime, if you navigate to Kibana and perform a search query to grab Alfresco audit, so you can find the audit value for that particular action. So you have the previous audit value for the title as this and the current audit value for the title as Alfresco User Guide PDF. So basically, that's how you can see your audit values using ELK Stack. So furthermore, at any time, if you are in a situation like you want to know the documents created today or for this month, you can simply draw a graph like this, which shows all the document transactions, which is customizable depending on your requirement. So here I'm viewing the document transaction chart for this month. Okay, so let's assume today is 5th and I have 12 documents created for today. Okay, so let's upload some documents. And I'm uploading 3 documents. And we had 12 and let's refresh the graph. Okay, now we have 15 documents created for 5th October. So that's how SciC Elasticsearch module works with ELK. Okay, so now let's move to the second main point. Protective monitoring and intrusion detection plays a vital role in this web talk. So let me ask few questions from you. How do you keep track of authorized and unauthorized activities on your server? Have you ever considered the benefit of installing intrusion detection software in your server? Maybe yes, maybe no. So as I said earlier, OSSEC is a host-based intrusion detection software which we can use either for protective monitoring, which will provide you capability to monitor your logs, security incident management, and some more. Well, the key benefit of this is it lets customers to detect as well as alert on unauthorized file system modifications. Basically, it provides real-time alerts which can be an email, SMS, and so on. So let's have a look on the demonstration to get a clear understanding of this. Imagine a situation like a hacker somehow got access to the server and now trying to remove some files. Since it has intrusion detection software, whatever the action hacker performs is written into a log and indexed in Elasticsearch so that you can view them in Kibana. So let's perform a search query for OSSEC, which is the query parameter we use to index our OSSEC logs in Elasticsearch. Okay, so here you can find the log. This particular software has been erased from the server on this date. Okay, so let's have a look on another unexpected situation, like if Alfresco user perform multiple document action with small time interval, how OSSEC will track it and alert the authorized person. Just for the demo, I'm tracking 4 document deletes performed by the same user within 1 minute time. So I have logged into the system as user Asirika and I'm deleting 3 documents as user Asirika, and then I'm deleting 2 documents as user admin, and then again 1 document as user Asirika. So if you go and check your mails, so here you will get an alert, the email alert. You can find it. It has taken the same user transactions and it has not considered the deletes done by admin user. But if you delete 4 or more documents as admin user, it also considers it separately. And the email message explains the same user does 4 action deletes within 1 minute time. And the previous one also you can find it here. This particular software has been erased from the server. So maybe the document deletes, you may find it as an insider threat. So if you find any of these actions as an unauthorized, you can immediately start investigations. So that's how basically OSSEC, our intrusion detection and protective monitoring tool, works with our system as well as Alfresco. Okay, so let's move to our final topic. Going forward, centralized log management is third key feature which we'll be covering in this web talk. It's a known fact that logs are a critical part of any system. When your system grows to multiple hosts, managing the logs and accessing them can get pretty complicated. As a result, searching an error across hundreds of log files on hundreds of servers is difficult without a good tool. Therefore, the solution is centralizing the logs with ELK Stack, which will make your task easier. So assume a situation like you want to investigate on an issue happened in production environment on 21st of September, and as part of the investigation group, you have to provide evidence, For this incident, you have to provide the log files relating to the incident. So you may find it difficult if you are in a clustered environment and you want to log into several servers to investigate the issue. But with the centralized log management solution, you will find it easy since all your log files are indexed in Elasticsearch and can access in one single point, which is Kibana. So what you have to do is go to Absolute tab and select the particular date which you want to investigate the issue and perform a search query saying what is the log file, what are the log files you want, whether it's Nginx or database and so on. So by looking into these log files, you can investigate the issue, then logging into each and every server manually to look into the log files to investigate the issue. So I'm sure you will find it as an efficient way of managing your logs. So that's the end of this web talk, and hope this demo helped you to retrieve and analyze your valuable business insights from your logs. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Asrika, for that. We just have one question for you guys at the moment, and that was, do we actually have any customers at the moment using this in production already?
I can answer that. Okay. Hello, my name is Sergio Rojas. I'm CTO at SICE. So the answer is yes. We've been now 3.5 years using this module across all of our projects, really. The ones using Alfresco are using that to manage audit for big amounts of information up to terabyte level. And for example, for government organizations, protective monitoring is always a requirement, and we manage to cover quite good with this approach, and we're using that across 4 or 5 projects in government already. So the answer is yes, it's tested, and we know how to tweak it, and we know how to make it work with big amounts of data.
Okay, great. I hope that answers your question today. If there are any more questions, we will be sending a follow-up with this demonstration and Asrika's presentation, along with Sergio and Asrika's contact details if you wish to contact them for any questions. Thank you all for joining today, and we hope to see you on our next session in a few months. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.